Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing of the Nothing Phone 1. Okay, so the Nothing Phone is a phone that I've really been excited about unboxing since I've heard about it, seen its release, and a few videos about it, stuff like that, and I finally got my hands on one. So yeah, looking at the box here, very thin box. So we'll have to see what all comes in the box. But before I do the unboxing, I'm going to give you the specs of the phone to give you an idea of what you'll be getting. Starting off with the display, we got a 6.55 inch full HD display coming in at 1080 by 2400 with a 20 by 9 aspect ratio with 402 pixels per inch. It is an OLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate. Now with the processor, this phone runs the Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G Plus octa-core processor. It is a 5G chip. This phone has 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of external storage with no expandable SD storage. It does come in different variants of RAM and storage as well. We have dual cameras on the rear with a 50 megapixel wide angle lens with an aperture of f1.9, a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, aperture of f2.2, and you can record at 4K and 1080p. The selfie camera is 16 megapixels with an aperture of f2.5, recorded at 1080, 30 frames per second. For the battery, it's got a 4500 milliamp hour non-removable battery with 33 watt wired charging, 15 watt wireless charging, and 5 watt reverse wireless charging. And this phone runs Android version 12. So with that being said, let's go ahead and unbox this phone. Got a little pull tab here. We'll just go ahead and everything is right inside of here. So we'll go ahead, slip the phone out here, put it to the side. And here we have, what do we have in here? Okay, so this is a very minimal unboxing experience. Of course, there's no charging brick in the box, which go figure. We got your SIM addition tool up there, as well as USB-C to USB charging cable with your Nothing Phone safety information, guide, warning, and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much it. Okay, so phone is now in hand, and to be honest, I was kind of torn about which one I wanted to go with. This really nice, sleek, dark grayish black here, or the white. But I got thinking about it, and I thought, you know, with the LEDs on the back here, with this really sleek fit. I mean, look at this back. Man, that looks so good. Oh my goodness. Got all your, says nothing down here in the corner, and your lights and everything. Just looks super, super nice. Now, of course, dual cameras back there on the back. On the right here, you got your power button. On top, you got a microphone. On the left, you have your volume up and down. And on the bottom, you got your SIM tray, USB-C charging port, and bottom firing speaker. And so let's go ahead and power this thing on. Hope it's got some juice in it. Oh, there we go. A little vibration. Got nothing there. Powered by Android. I love the flat sides. I do really like that. You know, just looks really nice. So, yeah. Very excited about trying this phone out. But I'll go ahead and get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up and ready to go. Now this phone came out, I think, around summer of 2022, so it's not a newly released phone. It's just been hard to get here in the States. But here lately, you can get them on Amazon. That's where I got mine. And prices range from around $450 and up. So yeah, I'll let y'all know that there. But some older videos that I have seen, you know, some of, you know, reported glitches and little few issues here and there with this phone. And I've already experienced one. When I powered it on and told me to sign into the Wi-Fi, when I signed in, the phone just froze up. It wouldn't go past the screen. I couldn't, you know, hit the power button, make the screen go off. Nothing. Nothing that I'd done would do anything. So I had to end up holding the power button down for like 10 seconds and force restarting the phone. And ever since then, it's been doing okay. So we got to see how this thing's going to work out and everything. But of course, you know, always something, you know. But you know, there is a software update for the phone right now, and there probably is several, you know. So we got to check all that stuff out and everything. But it is running Android version 12. And so far, you know, I like the experience from what I've used it so far. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now the fingerprint scanner here is under the display. It is a bit low. I would have liked to have seen it like up here, maybe where this lock icon's at, you know, up here where it's really easy to hit. But down here is kind of a stretch, but it does work. It's optical, and it unlocks just fine without an issue. It does have face unlock as well. We'll look at that now, and boom, there you go. Quick, fast, without a problem. You can also unlock it, you know, if you got a PIN, pattern, or password and stuff like that. But, you know, there it is. Now, looking here at the display is beautiful. 6.55-inch OLED panel, full HD. It looks really clean, really crisp and clear. And the phone is just basically stock. It's got a recorder on it, and that's about it. It don't have much else. Pull the drop down here, you see it's on Android version 12. And I was like, where's the Wi-Fi? You know, because usually Wi-Fi is on here somewhere. But up here at mobile data, you swipe across, and there's your Wi-Fi hotspot up there. That little screen up there, pretty nice, pretty cool. Bit different, but typical stuff here that you see on all phones. You know, you got your glyphs here, which I'll show you that here in a little bit. But dark theme, auto rotate, NFC. You can do what you want with that. But so far, overall, the phone feels very smooth. Go over here, and it just scrolls very smoothly, as you can see. And that's 778G plus. You know, I never used it before, but so far it's seeming to do pretty well. So let's go ahead and jump into the settings here, and we'll browse around here for a little bit. So you got your network and internet, connected devices. So you can see it has Bluetooth, NFC. You can cast your screen, Chromebook, Android Auto, file share, all that stuff. Yeah, so here at apps, notifications. Now here is your glyph interface, and you can set the brightness right here if you want it brighter or darker. And you can see here where the lights are at, and of course I pressed something there. Let's see, let's go ahead and try that again. A little hard like this, but you can dim it down or brighten it up, and it gets very bright. Okay, I was go ahead and say that these lights get really bright. I don't really see anywhere on here. We can just have them, you know, on whenever you feel like it. You know, it shows ringtones, notifications, charging meter, Google Assistant feedback, flip the glyph, bedtime schedule. But here at ringtones, you can go through some of these here, and if you press it, you'll see where it lights up here in the back. Some of them, I'll see if I can scroll here with one hand. Yeah. Very different, but I like it. So you got 10 of these to scroll from, and they're all different. If I can. Okay, that's pretty cool right there. That's called Beetle. So that's pretty cool. You know, some of these ringtones sound really robotic, and I really do like that, you know. But hopefully they'll add more tones in with that. Hopefully they'll have more, you know, the different designs and stuff like that you can do, and just a way to keep it on more often and stuff like that, other than what you're seeing right here, which is just fine. And if you're in a dark room and have this thing set up bright, you're definitely gonna see the thing. Okay, so anyway, now looking here at the battery, we got a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Now, I've never used a 778G plus processor, but I have run the 765G, 750G, and others like that, and they've been very good on battery. So hopefully this processor here will, you know, be good on battery as well. Go ahead and turn on battery percentage. Got battery share. So if you got a pair of Bluetooth earbuds or another phone that has wireless charging, you just set it on the back of this phone here, and it will charge it. However, at 5 watts, I wouldn't waste your time unless you just really need a few extra, you know, percent of battery, or if you got Bluetooth, don't take a lot of charge, then something like that. But, you know, it's there if you want it. So you got your adaptive battery, battery saver, and stuff like that. So definitely going to test the battery out here on this phone. Now, storage is 128 gigs, 17 gigabytes is being used. System uses 16 gigs. So got 111 gigabytes free. You know, I would have preferred the one with double the storage, but, you know, keep the price down with the smaller storage configuration. Now here at display, got brightness level, adaptive brightness, turn that off, lock screen, screen timeout. We got 10 minutes. Also, you can have screen attention on, prevents your screen from turning off if you are looking at it. Dark theme, font size, display size. Colors is alive and standard, so yeah. Night light, display, refresh rate, high at 120 or standard at 60. We'll leave it there at high. Display apps on full screen, auto rotate screen, stuff like that. Customization, okay. Wallpaper and style. So you got all of this stuff here as you see on these phones nowadays with Android 12 and above. You can choose basic colors, wallpaper colors. So if you change this here at nothing, we have just a few wallpapers here that they offer. Nothing to, you know, it is what it is, but a lot of them have the art, earth, you know, solid color, kind of like the Pixel phones you see. So you're good there. There we go. There's app grid right there. Let's go ahead and change that right now. All right, good stuff. Let's go back into the settings and back into customization. All right. So also in here, you can change how it looks up here. If you want to change the colors of stuff, you know, this was all that later on. Right now, it's just not important. Icon pack, you got default, or you can add more if you so choose. Wallpaper scrolling, stuff like that. Down here, accessibility. So it's got all the features you need for accessibility. If you need that, screen lock and security. So you got your face unlock, fingerprint, PIN, pattern, password, that good stuff. Down here, experimental features, connected Tesla. I ain't got one of them, so I ain't got to worry about that. System, we do have an update available right now, which you can see. If you want to look at that, whatever, it's there. Okay. And then you have gestures. So you have system navigation. So you have your 3 buttons at the bottom if you want that, or gestures. Yeah. Flip to glyph. Lift to show lock screen. Tap to show lock screen. Game mode. You can add or remove apps to game mode. Do not disturb, miss, touch prevention, and stuff like that. So pretty much it there. A lot of nice features, you know, pretty much a basic stock experience here with just a few things added on. Let's go to the camera here for a brief moment. Let's see what we have going on in here. So you have your 1x zoom, you have your 2x zoom, all the way up to 20 times zoom. So there you go. And you also got your ultra wide angle there at 0.6. So back here at 1x zoom. Photo, we have, let's see, is there any settings? Yeah, a little drop down right here. Okay, that didn't do it. Press that. So you got 12 megapixels, 50 megapixel Ultra HD, and that's all it shows here. So you got 4x3, 16:9, full screen, back to 1x1, and 4x3. So up here you can save location, shutter sound, mirrored front camera, grid, expert mode features, a leveler, okay. Tap to take a photo, live HDR, press and hold shutter, burst shot or record video, scene detection, video encoding, and all of that stuff there. So here at video, we have 1080p 60 and 30. We have 4K at 30 and 720 at 30 and 60. And let's look at the features here. So this button up here is stabilization on or off. This button here is recording light indicator on or off. Okay. And here we have the same settings, so just back out of that. So you got your photo mode. You also got slow motion as well. You got your portrait mode. You can adjust your bokeh there by that. You got time lapse, panoramic, micro mode, and expert mode here and more. So yeah, really nice stuff going on there. Let's turn the camera around to the front. We have your portrait mode. You have more that has the same thing in it, of course. So let's look at some of the settings here. Basically the same things as the rear camera. Okay. So you can set your bokeh effect. You got your photo mode here. And 4x3. It don't really have nothing. It got HD portrait on or off. Okay. So video mode, you have 1080p 30 and 720 30. So no 60 frames per second here on the front, unfortunately. So yeah, looking forward to testing this phone out. I love its build. I love its design. It feels kind of like a medium weight. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel light. You know what I'm saying? I like the flat display. I'm glad they didn't curve this thing. I'm glad they went with a flat display. You got stereo speakers on here, which hopefully they sound really good. I like the little hole punch here in the corner. I prefer it in the center, but the corner's fine as well. The bezels around the phone, they're really uniform and looks really good. It doesn't bother me in the least. So, yeah, really looking forward to trying this phone out, you know, and seeing how it's going to work. So that's all I want to say about it right now. If it's helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. If you got any questions about this phone, leave it down below and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking that bell on for notifications of all new videos coming soon. I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.